Welcome to Tequila, the podcast where we talk about the latest news in the tech industry while taking shots of tequila every 10 minutes. I'm your host, Bert Gerchek, and
podcast where we talk about the latest
and with me as always are
tequila every 10 minutes.
Eric. That was so bad.
And with me as always are...
So I was totally not prepared. A huge pause came because I started the Facebook live stream and started hearing myself. And a 3-second delay.
You made me panic. I'm like, why did he pause?
Yeah. Well, it's because, if there's that study that shows that if someone replays your voice back to you as you're speaking with even a 300 millisecond delay, you just fucking shut down. You stop being able to think because you're just getting this horrible feedback loop.
I don't know if we've ever done a worse intro, but that's nobody's fault.
That's nobody's fault, Burke.
I'm Eric. I don't know if anybody caught that. And with me, in addition to Burke, is Dan. If you look, Dan?
I'm currently sharing the post on my Facebook. I am not. That's not me.
Okay.
Hi, Sadie.
Right now.
How's it going, Sadie?
Okay, I'm gonna set up here. So if you would let me redo the intro solely for the sake of unveiling our new theme song.
Oh yeah, that's
for
right,
our
that's
audio
right.
listeners, and you watchers will just have to go to the fucking podcast to hear it.
Let's not antagonize already the people watching our stream. They're already putting up with a lot.
They're already dealing with a lot here.
Did I share it? I don't think I shared it properly. No. Okay, real quick, I'm gonna fucking share it. God damn it. Yeah, okay, you gotta... Burke, explain that joke while I type shit.
Well, no, we've made this joke on the cast before that my keyboard sounds like a tap dancing spider when I'm typing. I mean, it does. Dead silence.
Cricket.
Because I heard my own voice.
Oh, really? It's exactly what happened?
Is there a name of that principle or something like that?
I don't know. I very foggily remember it, but it's definitely something. Let me look it up now.
Because
so
it totally works.
Yeah, it does. All you have to do to just make someone shut down is play their voice on a 300 millisecond loop.
Yeah, because it's wait, I know I'm me. I'm listening to me, but I hear me. Who's this me? I thought I was me. It's like a whole thing. So, how's everybody doing out there?
Not too bad. Hi, guys.
I promise we're gonna start drinking soon, but not yet, because we're waiting for Dan to do something.
Sorry, that took way too long. I kept posting it as Techquila because I'm the fucking admin on the page. And I was like, why is it not going to my personal page?
Oh, see, now you're making me worried I just did that.
Yeah. I'll delete the one I did. Hold on.
Making me worried that that's just what happened.
Oh, man, we're so professional. Okay.
We are a train wreck today.
Yeah, man, this is what happens when we actually go with the idea of pre-gaming before episodes.
Yeah.
We did. I'm already kind of tipsy. Okay.
Yeah, same. I mean,
I had 2 beers.
I'm
All right.
good. So for the few of you that are watching right now, once we go live on the audio podcast, which will be momentarily, I will start playing fucking Legend of Zelda live to give you my reaction.
Oh, wow.
Let me know when you guys are ready for me to do the formal Techquila intro countdown.
yeah,
Ready.
I'm fine. Yeah.
Ready.
Already. 3,
Ready,
2,
Freddy.
1. Hello! I hope you enjoyed that dope-ass new song we have. That is Ride On by Yeshua, spelled Y-S-H-W-A. Welcome to Techquila. This is the podcast where we talk about the latest news in the tech industry while taking shots of tequila every 10 minutes. Yeah, we are fucking insane. I'm your host, Daniel Vergara. With me, as always, are Bert Kerchik.
Hello.
And we have Eric Shulkin.
Howdy.
And for those of you that are listening on the audio, I do not have my beautiful visage on the camera right now. Instead, I have the webcam pointed at my new Nintendo Switch. Yay!
Yeah.
Burke has one as well. He's already been playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Like a lot more than you.
Yeah, he's been playing it for hours because he went to the midnight release and the pre-order.
Yeah.
As well. He's already been. He has already played and had great impressions. I have yet to. I'm just going to start right here in the middle of the podcast and start playing.
You know, honestly, I can see this turning into a Let's Play, and I would totally be fine with that. Like, just getting progressively more drunk. Oh, Daniel.
Oh, wait, we should take a shot.
Did you not do
Are you serious right now?
You didn't install the fucking Day Zero update?
No, apparently Zelda has a Day Zero update.
Yeah, I know.
System
You.
update.
Yeah, no, they both have updates. Why did you not check?
It's going pretty fast, though.
On that note,
We should take a shot in the meantime.
Yeah, that's a good
So
idea.
what are you guys drinking?
I'm drinking the Jimmy Reposado.
Jimmy! Oh, you can't see my Jimmy. Hold on.
Oh, you just like a piece of glass in front of the fucking camera.
This is extremely disorienting. I don't like it at all.
Okay, so Burke and I have the Jimmy. Do you have the Blanco or do you have the Reposado?
I got the Blanco today.
You got the Camarena.
Camarena.
That's cool. You went with not the cheapest option.
No, this one's still cheap.
Yeah, Camarena's pretty shit tequila. Not gonna lie.
Okay, yeah.
I
All
mean,
right,
like,
and I'd like
no.
to shout out to Lindsay for buying me this tequila.
She's a good girlfriend.
Yes, she is.
And,
She's a
and Burke,
wonderful
shout out to
girlfriend.
you for drinking tequila for the first time in like 2 months.
Yeah,
On this podcast called
yeah,
Techquila.
yeah. Well, you know, it's more like we're drinking alcohol or something like that.
Okay, so
I'm kidding. Yeah, like that's a total fuck up on my part.
I'm gonna get the timer ready. Mr.
Yeah.
Burke, since this is your first time drinking on the episode since the last episode, I will let you.
All right.
Sit up, lean forward.
Wake up, drink.
Lean forward, drink.
All right.
Up, drink.
3, 2, 1. Welcome back, guys.
Thank you.
Oh
Oh, baby.
my god, my body forgot about that. Oh my god. Oh.
Alrighty. So, live for everyone, now that I have downloaded the fucking update.
Oh my god, I went from like 6C to 0 in enthusiasm with one shot. I was like, yeah, let's do tequila again. And then I just, oh god.
It has a way of doing that.
Yeah, it's like getting hit in the face with a fucking board. Hi, yeah, welcome to tequila.
Welcome to getting hit in the face with the board. I'm gonna turn this light off so you can actually see the fucking.
What is this setup you got going on right now, Dan? I'm seeing you like refracted through a mirror, like.
So
This
the
is the Switch.
Yeah, the Switch
Oh,
is
okay.
super shiny.
I see.
Yeah,
I get it. All right.
the Switch is insanely shiny.
There, I turned off the monitor.
Okay. Yeah, that was a very. That's
And
a very.
Dan,
short
I'm gonna make you the primary video feed for the sake
So-
of
Yeah.
Patagonia.
So what we're looking at now is
Open your
Dan
eyes.
starting a game of Legend
Dan,
of
the
Zelda.
focus is broken. Like it's not focusing on the screen, I think.
This is great for audio listeners, I feel like.
Yeah, I know, right? Like
Open your eyes, Link.
now it's everybody can experience the technical difficulties that plague our Facebook live streams.
Open your eyes.
Oh Jesus, this is like Logan.
Oh, I want to see that. I want to see that
Yeah, me too.
tomorrow.
Wake up, Link. So the premise of this is after Skyward Sword, and it's the same Link, right? It's not a cyclical Link.
Who
Yeah.
cares?
No. This is like way after everything else, I think.
But it's the same Link as Skyward Sword, right? Or is it a different Link?
I think it's a different Link.
Oh, okay. But this is he's waking up as Link, so he was like in some kind of stasis.
Yeah, he's like yes. This is a look. I'm not gonna spoil it to you. Yeah, just fucking figure it out yourself, man.
Well, there's a child in his swim trunks. Welcome to Techquila.
Yeah.
Welcome to Tequila. We're all going to jail.
Dan, turn off the lights in your room if you could, please.
Oh no, I'm just gonna call it there so we can start talking about this thing. So Oh man, that. You see that? When you attach the fucking Joy-Con back on?
What the
happened?
little
That
things at
launcher
the
trash,
edges?
It,
Yeah,
it like
yeah,
shows
yeah.
inside. Watch. Look at this.
Oh.
Look. You see that little thing?
Yeah, you hear it do the snap too?
It does the snap and it shows it on the screen.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
hello, Dolly. That's cool. I like it.
Okay. Anyway, on that note, I'll play that later. I just wanted to tease
What?
everyone.
Oh my god,
Okay.
dude. You
I was
should have
wondering
actually
how
had some
far-
gameplay,
how far
yeah.
you're gonna go.
Not that far.
Dude, as soon as you fucking took that thing off screen, our viewers plummeted back to 0.
Yeah. And they will come up again.
Hopefully, yeah.
The fire rises.
So,
What?
generally, this thing is a lot better built than I thought it would be. It's this is fucking really nice, actually. Like, it's,
Yeah, I know.
it's incredibly well done. USB-C is really nice.
Show it to us.
Docking it is kind of weird. Docking it is not as easy as I thought it would be, unfortunately.
Why? Is it not as easy as you thought it would be?
I thought it would like have rails that guide it a little better than it does.
I mean, if you know the orientation, it won't sit in the dock until it's perfectly aligned, so you can just like shuffle it around in there until it's in place.
Does it feel good? Like metal, you know?
This,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, the dock feels like cheap plastic.
Yeah, because it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
The dock is like fucking Barbie plastic. Like,
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the Switch itself.
The Switch itself is like rock solid.
Yeah, the Joy-Cons are like a nice little grippy plastic, kind of like on the back of Nexus 5X. If anyone's familiar with that. USB-C is really nice. It's very there's the profile.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's smaller than I thought it would be. I mean, there it is compared to like my hand, right? Like,
It's actually it was bigger than I thought. No, it was smaller than I thought it would
be. The Joy-Con is very
for
small.
comparison,
Yeah.
regular 3DS, not 3DS XL.
Yeah.
Nice Blastoise, you fucking
It's-
nerd.
Nerd, says the people who fucking drink and talk about
Yeah,
technology.
nerd podcast.
Yeah.
So there's, so like those of you who can't see, the 3DS is marginally smaller than the Switch in terms of height, but it feels really nice. The Joy-Cons are fucking awesome. It's really well done. My only main complaint, really, the only complaint I have is that the kickstand is absolute ass.
Yeah, I have to agree. It's super flimsy. Like, actually, whenever I pop it out of the back of the case, if I'm terrified I'm gonna break it.
Yep. Well, it feels flimsy, and on top of it, like say, for the sake of showing people, I'll point the camera at it. Say I'm kickstanding it here, right? And I want to pull up. Here, let me angle it a little
Notice
better.
you're wearing a great shirt.
Oh, I'm wearing a Zelda shirt right now. For those of you that don't see, I'm wearing a Zelda shirt that's an Akira reference.
Akira, the seminal animated film.
The
Yeah.
seminal animated film. Okay, so I have my Switch kickstanded, right? If I want to press the power button, which is here, it does that. If I want to, okay,
It
so
fell over.
pressing the power button makes it fall over. Okay,
So that's
I'm gonna
another
kick the
complaint
stand.
I have. If you want to pull the controllers out on the fly, so the disengagement switches are like right next to the body of the screen. So like if you want to get some leverage on the actual body of the console itself, you end up hitting the power button.
Yep.
Oh, that's
There's
great.
that. There's also the fact that if I'm like not really careful removing the handles while the kickstand's up, it'll just fall over. Like, see, I was lucky that time. Anyway, you get the point. This thing, I mean, just pressing the power button alone to wake the screen will knock the thing over. I mean, look, every time.
Yeah.
Like without it,
That is gonna. How soon before that snaps off? That kicks.
It
yeah.
can be reattached very easily. I've already snapped it off.
Oh really?
Just to
I'm
fuck-
talking like broken. Like.
It just snaps back in from what I've seen from other people. But I don't know if it may or may not like break. I don't think it will.
And I had read online that the kickstand actually covers like where the SD cards
Yep.
go in.
I'll show you.
Really?
Here's the
I was
kickstand.
wondering where the SD slot was.
SD slots right there.
Yeah.
Well,
Huh.
So it much like the Surface Pro line is right behind the kickstand. Just
So, I guess I look forward to getting a lot of dust in there.
yeah, Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean it's the same on the Surface Pro, and the Surface Pro does it fine, so that's not a big deal. The kickstand just poorly designed. I wish there were maybe two, or if they did it like the Surface Pro, where it's just one big hinge.
Yeah, I think I really wonder what the thought was. The kickstand seems like an afterthought, which
It is. It 100%.
yeah. Which, to be
So-
fair, I mean, are you thinking about getting a case for it? Some sort of like
So
protective
I,
device?
in my consumerist, my affluenza ways, long ago on Master.
Influenza is a disease.
I know I am disease.
Yeah. You have
Were you trying to say affluent in a way, or
Yes. In my affluenza consumerist ways.
no. Have you never heard that, Eric? Affluenza. It's like the illness of people who have too much money and grew up like spoiled rotten.
No, I haven't.
Yeah. There was the affluenza kid from Texas because he killed a girl driving
That
drunk.
was Cali, wasn't it? I thought it was Cali.
No, I think it was Texas.
Well, anyway, that
Bert's
kid,
right.
they called him the affluenza kid.
I remember all of this.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
Sorry, I sidetracked us.
Ethan
I just
Couch.
hadn't-
Yeah, no. He was
So-
in.
Point
Fuck.
being, I don't need to buy a case because in my, consumerist tendencies that I have all the time on Master I bought a keyboard case that doesn't work for my fucking keyboard. So,
Why? Why does it
because-
not work?
Because my keyboard, god damn it, now I need to point the camera back down again.
Oh, boo hoo.
Do you?
My keyboard closes like this, and when you close it like this in the wooden case, it doesn't fucking fit into that one.
And
there's really no point.
Oh, you
Why
should.
do have a
Oh, yeah. Is that the
case
one?
for your keyboard?
Because
Yeah.
it's fucking baller.
Yeah,
Look
man.
at this.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah.
This
Speaking
is-
of
this
which,
is cool.
those
This
replacement.
isn't cool.
Yeah, no, dude. That's dope as
That's
shit.
cool.
Is that the poker?
No, it's like a K something or other from Master Up.
Oh, okay. Cool.
See,
Vermilion.
like,
Chinese made
You
shit.
open a wood case like that, I would not have expected a keyboard to be in there.
Fucking keyboard, boom, bitches, mechanical keyboard. This is an oak case too, man. American oak.
Nice.
I'll fuck around with that French oak.
What? What does that even mean?
Buy American. Buy American.
You can grow French oak in the U.S.
There are two main oaks used. There's French oak and there's American oak. And they also have for oh shit.
No.
So just a
No.
reminder to everybody, every 10 minutes we take a shot of tequila, and we've accomplished almost nothing in these first 10 minutes.
Oh.
We've been talking about oak.
Oh my god. Like I had a throat spasm thinking of having another shot. Like I was like
Uh,
Are you fuckers ready?
yeah.
Yeah. Who's counting?
You ready? 3, 2, 1.
Tequila.
Oak Keela. Anyway.
Oh.
So point being, I have this case that I can throw it into right here. There was
Great.
some guy who was reviewing a unit, and I don't remember if it was Polygon or Verge or whatever the fuck website it was. This guy had a really, really old, large wool sock that he was throwing it into.
Oh, that was Kotaku.
There we go.
I actually remember that. Yeah.
It was hilarious. I loved it.
It was funny.
It worked. It actually worked really well.
I mean,
So
yeah.
guys,
Oh
so
god.
now you got a full day with the Switch now. What do you foresee?
I have a full 2 hours.
Full 2 hours. Let's just call it a day. Do you see yourself using it on your commute? Like, do you see
Yes.
like walking around the house with it? Do you think you're going to be more prone to using it
So-
mobily or docking it? Or
I will let Burke go because I'm a Nintendo fan and I will play it no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for me, this was definitely like I was on the fence about getting a Switch. I haven't bought a console since the PS3, and what
Same.
pushed me over the edge was the reviews for Breath of the Wild. It was 10 out of 10 across the board, and so I figured I might as well check it out. As far as portability goes, I can see myself taking this on a plane. I cannot as much see myself taking my 3DS on a plane. I don't know why. I guess I've just owned the... Yeah, there's just like... There's nothing on the 3DS that really gets me pumped. Like, I'm not as big into Pokemon as you are, Dan, you know? And so...
How dare you? I I will take
Yeah,
umbrage with you, sir.
yeah, no. I mean, I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not gonna sink like more than 20 or 30 hours into it. Whereas,
No, I'm a whore. I'll
like-
constantly play it.
yeah, like Breath of the Wild, I haven't even gotten to like the prototypical 4 main parts of the Zelda main quest. Like, and I put in probably 15 hours.
Yeah.
It's there's just such a huge wealth of content, and you can just like diddle around in the wild for as long as you want without running out of things to do.
Mm-hmm.
And
but like, do you see yourself playing, like, you know, if you're on a plane or if you're at school?
On a
or-
plane, yes, maybe at work, but I wouldn't trust myself taking it to work. I think the biggest use case for me is going to be doing this as a social thing, because just the ability to use the Joy-Con separately as a two-player thing is just amazing. Plus, I have
and then they also like pair up. So if someone else has one, and you know you go to a party where someone else has one, you can probably do. I don't know if this is true, but the 2-1 Switch game, you can probably do some multiplayer with that. If not, Mario Kart, maybe Mario Party in the future. Like there's going to be some fun like party, you know, like chilling, drinking kind of thing aspect to it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, and you know, I also bought one of the Pro controllers at launch, and
how do you like it?
I haven't actually used it yet. Because like all I've been doing is laying around the house with the Switch in my lap. I think that's the nicest aspect of it, honestly, is like
with the kickstand or just like down?
No, just like, you know, laying down, holding it above my head, and playing it, or like, you know, just laying on my side, and that's amazing for me, you know, being constrained normally to sitting down in front of my computer to play video games. It's super nice to have that portability.
You didn't feel this way about the 3DS, I guess, because it doesn't have the games that you want.
Yeah, and not only that, but you know, I guess for me it's a matter of horsepower too. Like,
it's so weird. The word horsepower was in my head for like what you're answering. I don't know. I have no idea why.
Yeah, man. I mean, to me that matters, kind of. You know, like it's hard for me to. I don't know. Maybe I've just been on the PC for too long. Maybe I'm just like an elitist snob. Like, yeah, that's kind of the reason.
I only get the 3DS because of fucking Pokemon, and then I'll play like Majora's Mask because that's a dope ass game. But I play nothing else.
That's
Burke,
sad.
I totally understand. Like, you know, I'm also primarily a PC gamer, and I don't have it. Yeah. Okay. But like, it's quite a luxury to have like a relatively powerful portable console with really a killer game, which by all accounts Zelda is. Yeah. And it just opens up a whole new world, really.
Yeah, no, because, you know... Shut up, Dan. Fuck you. No, but, like, you know, having a PC kind of spoils you because you just have this, like, insanely huge catalog of games to where you can be as picky and choosy as you want. And
they're graphically beautiful, and there's a bunch of different genres.
Yeah, right. You know, like you can literally like hone down to the tiniest details of your taste. Whereas when you're on the 3DS, for example, there's not that huge of a variety of games. There's Nintendo IP, you know, the classic Mario, Zelda, and
because like they're remaking they're remaking Star Fox, they're remaking Zelda. Like,
they're just like scraping the bottom of their own barrel. But and then on the PC, you know, You have options that are both graphically beautiful, in the case of something like, I don't know, like Deus Ex or any of the more recent AAA titles, or things
Mordor, like anything.
Yeah, or For Honor, and then like you on the other end of the spectrum, you have stuff that's so maniacally content rich that like there's nothing on a console or a handheld can even compare, like RimWorld, you know. I mean, there's just I've never even heard of another game like that except for Dwarf Fortress in terms of content.
So can I bring you in on a bet that Dan and I made on a previous Sober Thoughts podcast?
Oh yeah.
Do you foresee a price cut by the holiday
of 2017?
I'm yes.
3DS, I'm no. Yeah.
No, not 3DS for the Switch. Price cut.
Yeah. Sorry. I meant to say Switch. I still say no. It's you know, honestly, I see Nintendo as sort of the paragons of artificial scarcity. Like I really.
So not Apple, really?
Well, no. I mean, no. Look at like iPhone 7 launches and shit. Like they have stock for days now.
Yeah.
Nintendo,
I always
on the
think
other
that,
hand,
first month is always artificial scarcity for iPhones.
then again, I haven't been like in the Apple market for long enough to know. But I mean, whenever I think of artificial scarcity, I think of the Wii because that was such a shit show. Like that was a
Nintendo
year.
Classic.
Yeah. I mean, the Nintendo Classic, sure, that's like a limited run thing, but the Wii was their like flagship console, and for a year, people couldn't get their hands on it.
Right. Well, I, for one, am going to be playing the shit out of this just because, one, I'm a Nintendo fanboy. I'm already used to playing the 3DS on my commute, at home, wherever, because of Pokemon. So I'm used to doing that. And on top of it, I think this is going to get me back to gaming on the TV because the Wii U never did. The Wii U never got me on the TV because the Wii U just sucked, even though I had awesome games. I had Wind Waker. I had fucking Smash Bros. I had Yoshi's Woolly World, which was actually really cute, and I really like Yoshi and the Yoshi IP. I'm a fan of.
You should talk to Lindsay then, because she loves Yoshi.
Dude, Yoshi Story, one of my favorite games ever.
Yeah.
And has a dog named
Oh,
Yoshi.
we have that in common then. Yeah, dude. Yoshi Story
Yoshi
for
Story-
N64.
One of my favorite games of all
Yeah,
time.
dude. I remember though that game was insanely hard for me at the age that I had it.
Oh, of course. But even like as you're older, it's still really fun and really cute and really like whimsical. So like, I had all these games on the Wii U that were not bad games. Like they were pretty good games. Pikmin 3 was meh. I will not speak of that. It upsets me. that I spent
He
money
said
on
as he
Pikmin 3.
spoke of it.
Shh.
We don't want to trigger you right now.
Yeah, I've been triggered by Pikmin. I love the Pikmin franchise, and Pikmin 3 is an abomination.
No, but
Anyway.
I mean, seriously, like, I really can't rave enough about Breath of the Wild. For the first...
But this is going to get you gaming on your TV unlike before, right?
Yeah,
That's how I
so, okay, the one thing with Breath of the Wild that I don't like is that the console stutters when it's trying to do 1080p. There'll be a noticeable slowdown when I swing an axe or something.
So
On the television? Or on
Yeah,
the...
yeah.
Yeah.
On the
On the
TV.
television, it does 900p. It doesn't even do 1080.
Oh my god, are you
Guys,
shitting me?
Yeah,
Shitting
Did we
me.
not
It's
find
900.
that? Did we not find that quite concerning?
I mean,
yeah.
no, I don't. Like, it's a handheld console in the end. You know, this is literally something the size of a tablet, and it's running a game that, I could
So,
see
look-
coming out on a PC 2 years ago.
But these are Nintendo's top developers working for like years.
Nintendo was never about hardware. Nintendo was always about software, right? And so, like, Nintendo can get away with this. It's been a hit. Look on Facebook. Everyone's posting their shit, me included, but also, like, a shit ton of people.
Yeah.
It's going to be a hit this year, despite that, right? And on top of that, Nintendo can play the catch-up game with this. You know that in the next year, maybe two, there's going to be like Nintendo Switch Plus or some shit, right? Some upgraded version that has, like, better graphics, better frame rates, et cetera, et cetera.
I'm
Because
waiting for that.
The
they're-
new
they're-
Nintendo Switch.
They're super, you're right? Like new Nintendo Switch. It's like, what is new about? It's new.
It's new.
Like,
You
remember
just
the
bought it.
older one? Not that one.
Oh my
It's-
god.
It's this chronologically more recent one.
I really hate that naming convention. But yeah, so
Yeah.
point being, like, Nintendo does, if you look at Nintendo's hardware lineup, especially with the DS and 3DS line, they do a lot of incremental shit. So there's going to be an incremental update with this motherfucker, and it's probably going to be, a little more souped up, a little more powerful. It'll do.
Oh my
shots
god,
with us.
how do we end up shooting this often? Are we going to talk about anything else before the
No,
podcast
we're-
is over? I mean, I'd be okay with that.
I wouldn't complain, but we do have big news. But so, like, point being, as I pour this shot, and Eric, it's your turn to count. I just want to finish the point real quick. The underpowered is not a big deal because they will come out with incremental updates for this thing, like they have for the DS line, that is more powerful, and ultimately they may catch up to the 360.
I can't see them doing incremental updates in the same way that
The DS line?
Sony and Microsoft do. It's
The DS line incrementally updates hardware-wise more often than the
yeah,
Sony
that's true, but
That's what I was getting
okay.
at.
My gut says that they're going to treat this more like a console and less like a handheld. And in that vein, I don't know
Okay.
if they're going to update the hardware that often.
the innards, right?
Yeah, because
We'll
having like
Ultimately, it's not a big deal. Like, if you're running something at 1080p, it'll run like Mario Kart is going to be 1080p at 60 frames per second on televisions.
did we take the
That's
shot yet?
fine. No.
Okay, I looked in front of me and it was sitting there and I was like, shit, did I miss something?
Eric, I believe it's your turn to count.
Right, you are.
Right, you are.
3, 2, 1. Tequila.
Woo! Yeah, just ultimately the underpower is not going to hurt them. They're fucking Nintendo. It's like Apple. You know, let's remove the headphone jack, and people are still like, wee. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, you know, like after just upgrading graphics cards, it's definitely like a major like, oh god, what the fuck's happening moment whenever the frame rate stutters below 30.
And that's a Zelda specific problem because Mario Kart will run at 60 frames per second at 1080p, apparently.
No,
So,
well, none of
an
us
issue
would
with
know
the
because
game.
that's not out yet.
Yeah. Well, so moving on from awesomeness of the Nintendo Switch, we'll
Yeah,
probably
right.
revisit this in the future, right? We'll probably be
Yeah.
like, it sucks, it's great, or whatever.
Yeah, you know.
So-
Either way, we'll be furiously masturbating over our new purchases.
So in big tech news, unfortunately, is a huge sexual harassment lawsuit with Uber.
Yeah, Uber hasn't had a great track record for the past existence of itself, but
Right, and in the
it's
past
really
couple
going on the
weeks they've
shitter now.
Yeah, past couple weeks they've had a lot of shit come out about them. The sexual harassment suit was like the first big thing, and then now there are a bunch of other big things. So, yeah, this sexual harassment lawsuit, from what I understand, it was a woman who was a top developer at the company who was being harassed by this, you know, other developer that she worked with, and
Her manager.
Oh, it was her manager. There we go. And she took it to HR, and HR was like, "Oh, you know, this is a first-time offense. This never happens before. You know, it's not a big deal. Whatever. Don't cause trouble or some shit like that."
Yeah.
And so this woman had to put her nose back into, you know, into her desk. Essentially, that's a weird analogy.
Yeah.
Please
Put
excuse
her
that.
nose-
You never heard that before.
Please.
Put her nose back in the
her
books,
desk?
you mean?
I was gonna say grindstone, and I was like, that's not the right thing.
No,
anyway.
put your nose to the grind. No, wait.
Is that a thing?
Put your something
just
to the
Nose to the
grindstone.
grindstone is a thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
so
nose
I
to the
was right.
grindstone.
I just doubted myself. Anyway.
And then switch to desk halfway
Nose
through.
back into her desk is something you made up right this moment, though.
Okay. Anyway,
The
so
drawer
this
opens
woman-
and reveals just like 10 bags of coke.
This woman goes back to work, and you know the HR people were like, you know, this guy is a first-time offender. He won't do it again. It turns out this guy had done it to. Other
Yeah, like not a first-time offender, not a second or third-time offender. Like they just keep covering for the guy because he's a high performer.
right.
in the corporate
And that's
scene.
the issue, is that he's a high performer, so like that protects him, even though these women are also high performers, right?
Yeah, no, I mean she was doing great work in the group that she was assigned to. Eventually, she ended up switching groups because of this shit, and she continued to do good work. But
But she showed proof to the HR, and they were like, "Oh," and then like other women came forward about it after the fact.
I mean, it
yeah,
just
this fucking sucks.
yeah,
This
it's-
is a gross story, and
Uber in general is gross. Like, no, like every piece of news
Right,
I've ever heard about them is pretty shit. They skirt the law, which we'll get to later. They, you know, they strong arm competitors. They treat the drivers like crap sometimes. They'll take advantage of major catastrophes like bombings and use surge pricing to get extra money. And then people are like, yeah.
In a bombing? Dear Lord.
When was this? Yeah, I think there was like a bomb threat or something called in, and Uber was on surge pricing, and people called them out for it. And then they were like, okay, it's all free. But like,
Or like when Yellow Cab protested the Donald Trump immigration thing.
yeah, and then Uber like just
They
swooped
swooped
in.
in.
Yeah, because they don't give a shit. You know, they're just like they're the poster boys of predatory capitalism.
may I add a strange anecdote to this? Not an anecdote. That implies it's my own story. Just another detail to the sexual harassment thing. Like apparently, like they got like leather jackets for everybody.
Oh
And-
yeah.
They got leather jackets for everybody, but they used like bulk pricing. And like there was only like a certain size like jacket for like men, and like so all like the guys in the Uber office like got leather jackets, and like the women were like, okay, why didn't like, are we gonna get leather jackets? And they were like, oh no, like
There's not enough of you for the bulk discount.
yeah, we couldn't get the bulk discount because there aren't enough women in this office. So sorry, you gotta find your own discount somewhere, maybe.
Yeah, you have to go buy your own leather jacket.
Yeah. So you know,
Yeah.
like ultimately, is that a big deal? No, but it just speaks to like not a lot of women want to work there because it's not a very friendly environment. Because
Yeah,
they're not
no, I
warm.
mean, because their HR doesn't give a shit. The turnover's huge.
It's toothless.
Yeah, I mean, it's the fucking Amazon of transportation networking companies.
Yeah, well, and then like I've listened to, this has become like a fucking really hot topic in terms of like tech and the professional scene, and it turns out that like a lot of podcasts are talking about it right now. I was listening to people talk about sexual harassment, and a lot of this shit goes unreported. It's fucking disgusting, the fact that like there are companies like Uber that like propagate this kind of culture where it's like defended and like okay.
Yeah, I mean, it goes beyond the "not my problem" attitude, and it's like, yeah, they're actively defending people that have this predatory mindset. It's
Right.
fucked.
So there's the sexual harassment suit, which kind of spawned the newest the newest resentment towards Uber, and then a bunch of other shit came out. One of which came out today that Eric knows a lot more than I do about, but apparently. So there's this whole gray ball thing. I saw it from New York Times today.
This shit's wild. This shit is wild, man. Like, that's my main takeaway as like just not necessarily a tech inclined person, and I'm eager to hear both of your thoughts on this very same thing. But Uber has this tool, data collection tool, called Grayball, that they've been using for, I believe, 2 or 3 years now. And what it is a way for them to kind of like dupe or like evade potential sting operations being carried out against them by local law enforcement agencies. So like, for example, like when Uber comes into like a new market and they're not necessarily welcome there by like the local, taxi cab union or what have you, or if the city just like doesn't want them there because they feel like they already have a strong public transportation system, they just don't want Uber there, being like scabs or whatever. So like the local municipalities are like trying to like implicate Uber in like stings. So what Grayball is like it can like identify these government employees, and when it knows who they are, they're tagged by Uber's like internal systems. Okay, cheers, Dan. Dan just cheered to me on the video podcast. Thanks, Dan. He did it again. Okay,
I'm
stop.
showing Burke. That's all I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
What?
Sorry.
What?
Clearly, I'm easily distracted. So it tags these government employees, and what shows up for them on the app is like not the real version of Uber. It's like a dummy version. Like they see like fake cars,
which is fucking
driving
crazy.
around. It's crazy.
Like, that
and
is
like,
fucking insane.
And like whenever they call for a car, like those fake drivers immediately cancel. So they're actually not able to get any. So they're seeing like an alternate reality version of the app because Uber has identified them as people trying to fuck them.
So first off,
just wild.
This is incredibly impressive from a technical standpoint.
Oh yeah.
Like, how the fuck do you identify government officials? From an
ways.
ethical standpoint, what the fuck? I mean, obviously, like this is malicious circumvention of laws. It basically breaks every single concept of ethical responsibility to the people you're serving. Yada yada
it
yada.
Sounds like fucking like 1984 dystopian shit. Like,
no, man, this sounds like nothing new to
capitalism
me.
at its best.
Yeah, like I mean,
this can't possibly be legal, can it?
No, it's not. I doubt it is, but it's in enough of a gray area to like be hard to litigate.
I feel like it shouldn't be.
It sounds like, look, it's immoral as fuck. Like evading, it's probably like a municipality legality thing, not like a federal thing.
So Burke, you posed the question like, how do they identify these law enforcement officials? The article actually goes into like a little, like they went to great lengths to like identify these people. Like they talked about like Uber employees, like not just like searching social media, like trying to find people like connected to local law enforcement departments and like then tagging them, like red flagging them. It talked about like going to like local like cell phone providers, like AT&T, Verizon stores or whatever, and like seeing like who was buying up the cheap burner phones.
No.
Yeah, the
seeing-
fact that it's like they're not only like using software to do it, but like are actively fucking stalking people.
Yes, here's the most fucked up part too, though. Like, since you have to register a credit card with Uber,
Pour your shot as you talk.
I can do both. Since you have to register a credit card with Uber, there were some cases where like they were able to track the credit card to like a local police union. You know, like a credit card issued through like the local policeman's union, and they're like, oh, okay, so this is a copper.
Yeah, I mean,
That's great ball.
yeah. Like I said, it's not super surprising to me. It's just really,
God, it's
really
so
sad.
smart, but it's so deep.
It's like smartly immoral as fuck and disgusting and upsetting. It's kind of how I feel when I hear about shit that the Cuban government is doing. That's on the level. This is.
Okay, let's not get you started on
No,
this.
I don't
I'm
think
just
that's
saying,
quite
I'm
the
just-
same.
It's on the level of like fucking Castro regime shit. Anyway,
I don't think so. That's a bit of a. This is a transportation networking company evading fines for breaking like local taxi laws. The Castro regime imprisons people for life for
Okay,
dissenting
look,
opinions.
the Castro regime does a huge spectrum of things. This is on the lower end.
all right, sure.
Catch us next
But
week
like
on
you know, if,
Techquila.
you can't compare someone to Hitler and be like, well, Hitler also drank juice.
Okay, on that note,
Yeah, cheers.
salud. Carajo.
Oh.
Yeah, so the fucking Uber. There's Eric still biting his limes like a.
You look so desperate as you bite that. Like you're like, oh god, get me out of here.
Yeah, like he looked like he needed that.
I'm looking for sustenance.
In this dark, dank, cold world. I
Yeah.
need
Dank.
sustenance.
this dank world of dope memes.
Camarina's. My first job.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna grab a glass of water.
Yeah, my first job working at an agency. One of the agency's clients was Camarena, and there were a few bottles lying around, and so I was wearing leather boots one day, and I decided, my boots had gotten really dirty, and there were just bottles of Camarena lying around, and I used those bottles of Camarena to clean my fucking boots. Like that's how shit. I smelled it. I was like, I'm not drinking this. I drink tequila all the time. This is not the tequila I want. Yeah, it's boot shine. That's what it is. It's boot cleaner.
It's not terrible, but
It's kind
like,
of bad.
but, like
little
when
bad.
it goes down my throat, I'm like, I need a lime. So that's why I'm so desperate. Like I do. I'm
need
like,
to be.
please, I need something. I need another flavor to counteract what is currently in my mouth.
Okay, so we should go on to YouTube TV. So
Before we do that, just to overall summarize, Uber is just like
A piece
it
of
is
shit.
just yes, but it has just been a really bad month, a bad like month and a half, roughly.
one of the worst I've seen for them by far.
Yeah, because like we had this sexual harassment suit. Just to recap, we had this sexual harassment suit.
Yep.
We had this. What I consider this is like a bombshell today.
This was today, Friday the 3rd of March. Like
Yeah.
this is fucking huge.
This is breaking news on Techquila. You heard it here first. And if you heard
Hopefully.
it here first, then that's too bad for you. Because I feel like you should read other news sources than Techquila. But we're having fun here, so that's good. So that happened. I feel like there's going to be huge. They're going to have to settle some lawsuits over this. Like,
Right.
this is not going to be the last we hear about this.
Nope.
So there was that. There was also the whole hashtag delete Uber trend. And allegedly, they lost 200,000 users from that. Overall, that's nothing to sneeze at.
We're talking
Worldwide.
about like when the newest the newest hashtag delete Uber happened, which was in January during the whole
during the whole travel
Immigrant
ban.
ban.
Yeah. And
immigrant ban.
Yeah, immigrant ban, Muslim ban. Let's just call it what it is.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I mean, they're trying to cover it up. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So like since then, but it's like the thing about a hashtag is like it can find reasons for persisting. You know, like it was created initially because of.
Oh, and then
that-
there's been all these other things that fucking come out since then. And
Exactly.
so
Exactly.
is it 200,000 as of like a week ago? Do you know when exactly?
No, I think like 2 weeks ago it was 200,000. So it
Right, so
very
it's
well
like-
could have gotten worse.
It's gonna get worse.
Yeah, I think it's gonna get worse.
No doubt in my mind. Oh man, I'm tempted to, just based on the sexual harassment thing, let alone the how they deceive authorities, the grayballing thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I use, I don't use ride sharing apps that often, but when I do, it's Uber. Right? I don't use Lyft really.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are other alternatives I don't know of.
I've used Lyft before. It's okay.
I mean, I've used Lyft with other people. I personally don't.
Let me tell you, I thought I was being like a cool activist. Like I deleted Uber, but then I was like, hey, you know what? I think I want it back. And I reinstalled it.
It's too convenient. Yeah, I might.
It kind of is too convenient.
I'm considering it now that I just see that they're fucking douchebags. Just to like have some moral backbone. Anyway, let's move on to YouTube TV because this is a really interesting move that happened this week. Correct?
Yeah. This happened Wednesday, I think. Tuesday or Wednesday of this week.
Right, and I'm back.
He's back. We were just good timing.
We're talking about
Hold on, I don't have my headphones on yet. What?
this guy.
I was saying good timing.
Oh,
I
why?
was saying you have good timing. Why? I'll tell you.
We're talking about YouTube TV.
YouTube TV.
Oh, okay, cool.
You want to talk about it?
Yes.
That's right, you do. Because
No, I don't give a fuck. Like, get me out of here.
Okay, so this week, Google announced that they will be rolling out something called a new service called YouTube TV. What it is essentially is a replacement for the cable package that we all know and none of us love.
Okay, let's just by a raise of hands. Who here has a cable package?
No.
Nope.
None of us.
Yeah.
Because we're fucking millennials.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, I don't
Thank you.
actually think I can. I don't know anyone that has cable at home.
Yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
I did have it for like up until like 6 months ago. I had
Oh
it.
wow, look at you.
So
And
we
I
should
have no idea why I did.
sports.
I didn't
watch
want-
basketball, right?
Actually, yeah, legitimately, I think that was why.
Yeah.
I just wanted to watch basketball.
Yeah.
Really not worth it.
Well,
Okay, so-
SEC, ESPN, and ESPN 2 and
Yeah.
3,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
News
right.
are all on this
Yeah.
YouTube
No,
TV.
no, yeah.
So
I'm
So
glad
it's-
you're getting into that.
It's not out yet, right? It's coming. I don't know when exactly.
It's not out yet. They do not have a release date for it. So right now, all you can do is go to their website and you can say like, "Hey, notify me. I live here. Notify me when it's in my market. You know,
I may or may not be doing that right now.
my city." Okay, you go ahead and do that right now. I'm sure it's coming to Chicago soon. It's $35 a month for over the top, streaming premium service. You can get quite a lot of channels for this. I must
So
say.
can we
Yeah.
clarify something? Like,
Sure.
when it comes to millennials, one of the only reasons that people get fucking cable is to watch sports, and that is literally it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like, there is virtually no other reason because you can stream TV shows illegally, mind you, but I don't necessarily give a fuck. That's
Yeah.
illegal, and I
You
do
know,
it anyway.
I mean, it's kind of like the issue of like SpongeBob isn't available to stream anywhere for seasons like 2 through 6, and I
I
mean,
love that you know that. I need to know
you have Lindsay to thank for that.
that. I fucking love SpongeBob.
Yeah, dude, I have watched more SpongeBob in the last 2 months than I watched in my entire childhood.
Oh my god. You know who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Uh,
That's me. That's SpongeBob. It's me. Anyway.
Yeah, like I used to maybe know the like chorus of the intro theme song. Now I know the whole thing.
Oh, I know
From
those
start
things.
to finish. Yeah.
So, but anyway, this is so people only have cable for sports, right? Generally speaking, and this is interesting because I guess like is $35 if you're one of those people that want it only for sports. Eric, you're more into sports than I am. I only watch soccer.
Okay.
If you're would you do this only for the NBA since you're super into the
I mean, would I get this? I'm not so sure yet.
35 is a lot just for sports.
It is. But
How much is like an ESPN?
I'm just looking at the channels they're offering here. It's actually quite robust. But like, they got Disney, Sci-Fi, like all the major, networks, Nat Geo, all sports, all the ESPN. That's a pretty good package for $35 a month. They also talk about offering like YouTube originals.
No.
Which I would never watch.
I have watched YouTube originals because I have YouTube Red. I'm going to pour this shot and then we can talk about this at length.
Oh God. Why? All right.
Burke, is it your turn or is it my turn?
Yeah, it's my turn.
1 sec.
Alright. Okay.
Burke, the Jimmies. Did you get the Blanco Jimmies or did you get the Reposado?
Reposado.
The Reposado's not the way to go. I regret it.
I can't hear you.
The Blanco is definitely better.
1 sec.
Again, I just hate tequila, so if I could mainstream fucking just ethanol intravenously to do this podcast, I would in a heartbeat.
You know what that is, right? That's called so like I'm looking into distilling because I like doing illegal things. Vodka, when you distill vodka, the standard of vodka is just straight ethanol. People stylistically might interpret that a little loosely, but generally speaking, vodka is supposed to be straight ethanol and nothing else. It's not supposed to impart any flavor of the thing that it comes from.
Ethanol and water, which is
Does
terrible.
ethanol come from potatoes at all?
Ethanol comes from anything you ferment with yeast.
Yeah, I mean it's just
Potatoes, grapes, beer, you name it.
It's literally just 2 carbon atoms and a shitload of hydrogens. So,
right. So
and a hydroxyl group. So I mean, it's easy to make. That's the idea.
Yeah. Point being, if you want like a standard, quote unquote, good vodka, the golden standard is just pure ethanol with some water.
Yeah.
That's the ideal. That being said, things like Ciroc are they impart some of the grape that they use to make the vodka. Just, it's fancy. Ooh.
Yeah.
Grape vodka. Anyway, let's take the shot.
All right.
Oh yes.
3, 2, 1. Tequila. Oh.
Woo.
Oh.
So, point being,
Why?
$35 for Eric. You said that the package is pretty comprehensive, right?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good for that price. I mean, yeah. Can you pirate a lot of this stuff, like the shows, the content that you can get from here? Yeah, but
I mean, like what they're showing on the landing page does not instill.
What they're offering is
I don't want to watch that shit.
What they're offering really, like the main selling point of it, in my opinion, is convenience, because they're saying like they've got this whole package of channels that we mentioned earlier, can go right to your mobile device, any mobile device, tablet, smartphone, at any time, and can easily stream to any Chromecast,
right?
So to your television or any Google Cast device. So many smart TVs have that functionality built in nowadays.
Right, and Chromecasts are $35, right, for the standard 1080p one.
Yeah. So super cheap.
Yep.
I think I don't know. Like, are people going to pick this up? Will I pick this up? I think it's pretty interesting. Like, I just happen to be at a place right now where I just don't I'm just not watching a lot of television. Like. Period.
So
at all.
I personally am not watching a lot of television. We're streaming. Like right now, I'll watch stuff on Netflix with Sadie. I got her into Samurai Jack. I'm pretty proud of that. In preparation for the new season coming out in like a week.
Hell yeah.
Anime and SpongeBob. That's it.
It's like
that's all I watch, man.
This is not gonna help you out. But Sadie likes watching Arrow, right? And Arrow's included. Because
I love Arrow.
It's on CW. I'm not into the superhero TV shows, but she's all
I don't
about
even know what that
I
is.
am.
Yeah.
It's about Green
Love
Arrow.
the Flash.
Burke. She loves the
gotcha.
Flash show too.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Let's get Sadie on here.
Maybe I'll get Sadie on here. Fuck you
Yeah,
guys.
cross.
Now I'm butthurt.
All right.
Bye.
Cross pod.
Yeah, no, correct.
No, so
Cross
point
pods.
being, like, if I could get MLS, like, I love watching MLS. I know MLS is not the most prestigious soccer league in the world, but I like supporting the United States, the league of the U.S. and Canada. I don't give a fuck if they're not the fucking English Premier League. So if I could get like MLS, and then like Sadie, wants whatever shows she watches from the CW, whether it's Flash or Arrow or whatever the fuck. $35 doesn't sound too bad. Like, I might float that. I might split that with her between two people or like roommates. That's not a big commitment in terms of price.
Yeah.
It might be worth it for some people. Like, if it's one person, point is, if it's one person paying for it, if it's me, and it's just for MLS, fuck that. I'll just like stream it illegally. But it's kind of convenient if other people want it for another reason and are willing to split it with you.
And what's good about it is that up to 6 accounts. Sorry, not 6 accounts.
Oh.
Up to 6 people can use one account. So that's pretty good. And
Does
it's
that
also
mean,
got
like, when
it's
you
also
say-
got cloud DVR, like recording shows.
Oh my
That's
god.
dope.
That's
That's-
insane.
that's
That's
fucking-
insane, yeah.
That's awesome. Wait, so
Sorry, should I have said that earlier?
yes.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that.
Absolutely. Okay, Eric, to clarify what you were saying, you're saying when you say 6 people can use one account, do you mean like, again, in my example, my girlfriend and I, which is a very realistic example, if Sadie's Gmail account and my Gmail account, they can both connect to the same YouTube TV subscription? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, so she could Chromecast it from like her phone, her computer, whatever.
Each
I could as
YouTube
well.
TV account allows you to connect up to 6 accounts in a family plan for no additional fee. I'm
Jesus
literally
Christ.
just reading off
Well,
of
then
Yeah.
that's even better because not even the Google Home is capable of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fucking ridiculous.
Oh
So-
my god.
You know.
That's retarded. I can't believe the Google Home can't do that right now when the Echo can.
Yeah. And like I mentioned, it's got a cloud DVR service that allows you to record shows, and you can watch
So-
them later.
Are there any is there any fine print as far as that DVR is concerned, or is it literally anything?
It's a good question. It does have a commercial skipping feature.
What?
Um,
That's crazy.
God.
So it's like TiVo, but you don't need a fucking TiVo.
Yeah, no, I
It's built
mean,
in.
Jesus Christ. I would
Kind
be
of.
surprised if the FCC
That's
doesn't
awesome.
crack down on this.
Oh man, that's so good. Okay, so
I'm impressed Google was able to cut these deals.
That's what I want to fucking
Well,
talk about.
honestly, I think that
Wait.
the all of the television, like, terrestrial channels that are included in this package have probably wised up a long time ago that
No, but
cable
hold
is a
up,
dying
hold up.
medium.
To be clear, though, for live TV, there are still ads. There are still ads for live
That's
TV.
fair.
Yeah.
Hand raised.
Dan's raising his hand.
Apple.
I have hands.
The most, I literally was raising my hand for like 20 seconds. Anyway,
Okay, we'll call him.
Apple, the most profitable company in the world right now, has been negotiating with with TV companies to try to get this shit on the Apple TV for a while. How the actual fuck did YouTube beat them to it? That's my question. How the fuck did
I don't know, man. AdWords
the
discounts.
most profitable company in the fucking world not get this?
AdWords
There's, like,
discounts,
negotiating
probably.
clout.
I think you make a good point. I think people are sick of Apple shit.
Yeah. No, man. Like, I actually managed to talk to a few people who own the new MacBook at this conference I was at. The reason that we missed the last podcast, and yeah, it seems like pretty universal, even among people who own the damn thing. There's some discontent about what it's capable of. People are having issues with the USB-C ports not working consistently. Some ports work for HDMI converters, others don't. And it's just a shit show.
No
Apple
pun
is a
intended. That is comparing apples to oranges.
Mhm.
Comparing the MacBook to a TV service is two completely different things.
Yeah, but I mean,
TV
the idea
is a very
is that-
successful TV product, and Apple has the most clout of probably any company in the world right now. So why? My point is,
they have the most clout among consumers, maybe, but
they have the most clout amongst anyone who likes to make money, because Apple is making.
no,
a
dude, think about it. Google has the single most lucrative ad service in the world.
Yeah, ad
Like,
service,
full
but
stop.
Apple is the most
But think-
profitable company.
Yeah, but who gives a shit if your company, in lieu of, like, if Google cut a deal with some of these channels for AdWords sponsorship for free at the
So
top
is
of a
that what it-
shitload.
is that what it is? Then?
No,
Like,
no, but that's my guess. Is like that's a huge leveraging tool that Google has that nobody else has. You know,
Okay,
that's
so that's potential answer. Like, I don't know. Is that the like the magical thing that convinced all these TV companies to finally?
I
be
mean,
able
if it is, they're probably never going to tell.
Of course not. I'm just
Yeah.
curious because, like, I know that, like, the one thing keeping the Apple TV from success that Apple has wanted for years, from just listening to, you know, podcasts and insiders talk about it, is that they wanted, you know, like cable TV content on their shit. And they have not had access to that. Burke is dying slowly. that was not slow, actually. That was pretty fast.
Yeah, no, that was a burp that threatened to turn into something else entirely.
Oh, don't do that.
Yeah, I'll try not to.
A rogue burp.
Oh, you know,
Podcast title.
it went from Eric sounding like a DJ to it becoming disgusting.
Yeah, like, this is DJ Vomit.
Jet Set Radio.
No, we should move on to the next thing.
You know, just to wrap up,
Yeah.
I think it's cool that Google is entering this highly competitive field. I think they're at a competitive price point, and I think they've got a shot. You know,
Look, I'm happy. I like Apple's shit, and I just want them to stop focusing on minimalism as opposed to functionality. You know, the basic 101 design saying, form follows function, they have thrown out the window. Anyway,
yeah, function
that being
follows
said-
form now.
we've
that
talked
being
about
said,
that before.
I love Apple products. I just wish they would stop focusing on minimalism. That being said, I love that YouTube is doing this for so cheap, comparatively. Like $35? That's
Yeah,
not
man,
bad.
that's amazing.
Like you said, split between roommates. Like
That's
that's
nothing.
nothing. That's nothing.
Right. So, you know, as far as competitive advantage for consumers is concerned, this is great. So this is awesome. I'm surprised by this news. I'm excited by this. I'm gonna try to talk my girlfriend into it. She's listening to this podcast. We gonna see.
What was that voice?
Jesus Christ, yeah. Are you trying to seduce your girlfriend with YouTube TV?
Hello, Sadie. Anyway.
Sadie, would you?
Hello.
Would you
No,
like to hear
I
the
thought-
latest
no.
rumors about Google's
You know
new
that
product
song by
line?
Lionel Richie? It was about YouTube TV, I think.
There you go.
Hello.
Is it
But
me
yeah, this is,
you're looking for?
Dope. Oh, it's shot
Oh,
time.
no.
Shot time, son.
No.
No.
How many lines do I have?
Oh, I'm
There it
sorry.
is.
I got.
Obligatory disgusting burp.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
I like that Burke prefaced it by saying, "Oh no, oh no." He knew what was coming.
Yeah, man. I with something like that, I have time enough to recognize it, but I don't have the self-control to say no.
Eric, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm waiting for Burke.
I have that shot ready. It's right here.
What? You didn't even wait
You
for
had
the
it just
countdown?
out of frame. I'm sorry.
Burke, rule number 1: respect the countdown.
No, I have it ready. I didn't drink it, dipshit.
Oh, I thought you were
It was
drinking.
just out of frame. It was just out of frame,
I
that's
thought you
all.
were like, I took that shit. Fuck you guys.
Okay, three,
Three, two, one.
Techquila.
I might have to switch to rum in the middle.
In the middle? Is that how long this is going on?
Yep. Welcome to
I
the
really
podcast.
hope we're not in the middle.
No, my body can't handle that.
You know,
Okay, guys. Quick
Look.
reports. Kick reports.
My
Eric,
New Year's
go.
resolution was to not throw up on the bathroom floor again because of this podcast.
Look,
Yeah.
kick
Okay,
reports.
so we can go through all these quickly because these are quick reports, as Dan said.
Yeah, exactly.
This
is a new segment called Quick Reports.
It's not a new segment.
It's the
It's
best
just
segment.
All right, just Snapchat. They're doing. Wait, no,
Okay,
dude.
so I work at a financial company. I work at a trading education company in downtown Chicago, right? So it's there are coaches who have worked in the financial industry who are they have a chat room style education room, right, where they're trading the markets live and they teach people. Point being, this was on TV at where I work on every screen. And so I'm walking around and I look at these fools in the middle of the New York fucking stock exchange preparing for the Snapchat IPO, and half of these like middle-aged whitest dudes you've ever seen are wearing Snap spectacles. And I was just like,
No,
ugh.
it's done. They're done.
I was like, what? No, you are so old and so white. Like, this is not okay. Like, this is not. You just look so awful. Like, there's nothing. You're not a millennial. You're not cool, even remotely.
Look, man, if there was a company that was going to make me millions of dollars, like AMD, you know, if I had fucking $1 million in AMD stock and I was looking to skyrocket, I'd build a suit out of Ryzen processors.
But it's not going to go above like 20.
Sounds like a very uncomfortable suit.
It's
Well,
not gonna go above,
no,
like,
the pins would face out.
$29 per share. Like, it's not going to go that high.
Let's not, let's save this for our future computer building.
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah,
We're very
okay,
excited.
fair enough.
We should do this.
Yeah,
next
Burke,
week
I'm surprised
even.
you didn't bring that up for this one. Anyway.
What,
so-
the Ryzen shit?
But Dan,
Mostly
yes,
because I lost a lot of
we'll
money
get into that
yesterday.
later, but Dan, I feel like you buried the lead a little bit. So we're all talking about right now about yesterday, Thursday, March 2nd, Snapchat went public on the stock exchange as a company, and they opened up at $24 a share, actually quite high.
Which, so that, correct me
Yeah.
if I'm wrong, I think that was one of the better IPOs in recent history.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at Twitter.
Facebook
Twitter.
opened up higher, I believe, but they plummeted to earth.
Right. But ultimately, like, first day IPO is meaningless in terms of, like, long-term stock prices.
Yeah.
But it is interesting that so, like, what are the implications of Snapchat doing this? The implications of Snapchat doing this is, now that they're a public company, they have the pressure of remaining profitable, right?
Which they are not. They're not profitable at all.
No, I would argue they're more profitable than Twitter.
Everybody's more profitable on Twitter.
Fair enough. I set the bar low.
So
Yeah.
we'll see where
They're
it
relatively
goes.
profitable.
Yeah.
Look, they're no Google, they're no Facebook. They could get to Facebook levels, maybe within
No.
a certain amount of time, a year or 2, 3, whatever. I think they have a good model, man. And I think with the discovered paid ads, the fact that like companies like Mashable, Nat Geo, Vice are in the Discover section is huge. And as
They've got Planet Earth, as we talked about last time.
yeah, they have Planet fucking Earth, which is nuts. And we're in the like middle-aged millennial section, the three of us, right? We're I'm 25, you guys are 25.
What kind of fucking absurd
25.
subdivisions are we in at this point?
Well,
We're
I'm-
middle-aged
I'm-
millennials.
I'm
For a
getting
second,
to
I thought you were talking about the Middle Ages for some reason.
No. I'm specifying like certain demographics within millennials. Right?
Dolph
They're
the snap the chits.
older millennials are, like in their early 30s. We're like the middle of the millennials. And then my little sister, Rebecca, who's 18, she's in the younger part of millennials.
Shouts to Rebecca. She's a patron on Patreon. Get on Patreon.
Oh
yes!
shit! Yeah.
Anyway, so my sister Rebecca is on Snapchat 24/7. I feel like the younger millennials and the generation after, whatever the fuck they're gonna call them, are gonna be the Snapchat promoters. Us, we use it, but not to that degree.
No, Dan, you're a hoe for Snapchat.
Okay. I just
I'm a
have.
hoe. I barely use it. I haven't used it in a week.
We got a week. Impressive. We got to wrap this particular quick report up, but I have just one.
Right.
I have only one concern in terms of like actual products. They only have the spectacles right now. I'm sure they'll do something else.
That's the
But-
other thing is Facebook doesn't have a fucking product.
Well,
Not a physical one.
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
But,
Physical
all right,
product available.
yeah, never mind.
all right, we'll monitor the situation, but it's
Anyway,
news.
yeah.
They went public. Good for them.
Moving on to the
Onto-
last article of the evening. This
No,
is
it's
just what? Oh my god, dude! Like, I can't drink anymore. I refuse.
We gotta do rumors. We don't have to drink for rumors. It's fine. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, anyway, real quick. Scientists managed to store an entire operating system in a feature-length film in DNA and recover it without errors.
Okay, so what? Can you like? I heard that and I was like, huh? One, that's fucking badass. Two, how the fucking fuck? Okay, so DNA You have AGCT. How the fuck did they do that?
So binaries in base 2. So 0 or 1. DNA's in base 4. You
Right,
can
so
do math.
hypothetically, it would be like 0, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you can just like do a translation the same way that you can go from binary to octal to decimal.
Right, and so some fucking how they use that base system for DNA or for a movie. Like, can you?
Yeah. Let's see. They map the bits of files to DNA nucleotides, and they synthesize these nucleotides and store the molecules in a test tube, and then they sequence them.
Jesus.
Like, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's just interesting because DNA has way more information density than anything we have right now in terms of just like raw amount of unique
Really?
information. Yeah, man. Holy
Like
shit.
more than like 5 terabytes?
All right, I'm trying to think of how long the human genome is in terms of bases.
But is it like, so you're saying it's more storage capacity than like X amount of terabytes?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think it's a petabyte in the average
shit.
person's. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So the human genome contains approximately 3 billion base pairs, and
Okay. That's a lot.
so let's see.
It'd be
I'm trying to do the mental math of how to convert from base 4 to base 2.
Don't worry
But
about
I'm
that.
too
You're drunk.
drunk to,
You're
yeah.
drunk. No, point being, there's a shit ton that could be stored in DNA and they fucking hit it.
That's beautiful. Okay.
That's fucking crazy.
Next topic.
Okay, so PSA, Cloud Bleed happened. If you haven't heard about this,
This was bad.
yeah,
This
if
is-
you haven't heard about Cloud Bleed, you are not a techie like we
Okay,
are.
so,
Or even, like,
sorry, just real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
If you count every single cell in the body as an individual storage unit and you don't, like, if you treat them each as storing separate information,
Mm-hmm.
you store a total of approximately 150 zettabytes, so 10 to the power 21.
Beyond petabyte, I'm lost.
Yeah, it's about 150 trillion gigabytes.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. So DNA is pretty efficient for size.
So one day, maybe one day,
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
download my movies from DNA.
Yeah, right. All right.
YouTube
So
TV.
sorry, Cloudflare. Let's do it.
Yeah. So Cloud,
Cloud
Bleed.
Bleed.
If you're not in the like tech sphere at all, then you wouldn't have heard this. But most people have. This happened because of a particular bug in, as the name implies, cloud-based software. And so 1Password and a few other cloud-based softwares were affected by this. And basically what that means for you is that this is the new Heartbleed and that you should change all your fucking passwords, even though I haven't. I probably will in the next couple days. But change all your passwords. You should be using LastPass. That's my recommendation. That is all I'll say.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're underselling how dangerous this might be.
This is bad.
This is PSA from us. Just change your passwords, people.
This is PSA from drunk people. My voice just cracked. I don't give a fuck.
This is PSA from drunk people.
PSA. No, seriously though, change your fucking passwords. You should be using a password manager or like have a running doc or something. Change them all. LastPass is one of the best, if not the best.
So a major password database has been compromised, basically, right?
Yeah.
So
Like
you should
one
change your
password.
passwords.
Yeah, and if you don't have a password manager, I recommend personally LastPass. Burke, I believe you're using LastPass as well.
Yeah, no, I use LastPass and two-factor. in
Listen,
addition.
I'm
Right,
just gonna-
LastPass and two-factor is the standard.
I'm just going to take a moment to speak to all my people out there. I know you're ABC1234. That's your passwords. Just add a 5. Just add a 5 to the end of there.
No, I'm opting out of this shot. Otherwise, I'll be throwing up on the bathroom floor.
Okay.
I'm doubling
Do-
down like Donnie
like-
Trump.
Do a little sippy sip, like a little baby sip.
Oh my god, no, Daniel. I'm not doing any kind of
Do you have any
sip.
kombucha left?
I mean, look, it was gross when it was fresh. Now it's like 2 weeks old or 3 weeks old.
No, it's
So.
like extra old yogurt.
Yogurt.
All right.
I'm gonna have to get rum after this.
I say it's rumor time. Oh wait,
Yeah.
let's talk about the robot real quick. Then rumor.
Yeah,
time.
Oh my god. Yeah.
No, it's my turn to count down. Y'all, so Burke's not doing it. You ready, Eric?
Oh, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Okay, so let's make this quick. There's a fucking Boston Dynamics. So Boston Dynamics is one of the most like advanced robotics. I don't want to say company. Are they a company?
No, they are.
Okay, so one of the most advanced. They're associated with MIT. They have a lot of MIT grads there.
They're the ones who put out basically every single
Yep,
publicly visible major robotic advancement.
Like all the
you know?
crazy robots you see on the internet are either New Boston Dynamics or some Japanese shit.
They
Yeah.
manufacture your nightmares.
That's Eric's take on it.
No, that's their
You told me
official
that?
tagline, Dan.
That is their actual slogan. After he sent me the link before we were live, I started watching it, and this thing, it's a bipedal, 2 legs. If for those of you who are not smart,
but the legs are
Wow.
it's bipedal. It has wheels instead of like actual feet, and it's fucking horrifying.
I don't know where you guys got this from, honestly. Like, I thought it was really cool. I didn't see the
Cool, look, it's
horrifying
dope, it's
aspect
dope.
of it.
I just envision in my scared, traumatized Cuban mind, I envision a government programming this thing to say stab all humans that don't agree with my government.
Listen, I am, don't get me wrong, I am impressed by this newest prototype, but
It's beautiful.
it can
Oh,
jump.
man.
It can jump. It can jump after me. It can jump after you.
Look, if you're like running from the cops and you think you can outrun the cops, you can't outrun this thing.
You can't. It's on
Yeah.
wheels too.
It's
You're dead. Game over.
Like, I don't know if you guys have ever. To be fair, speed wise, it's kind of like the zombies from 28 Days Later. Like,
Yeah.
like it's faster than you, and it will catch up. No,
We
I
should,
thought it was
uh,
just a really cool
Up and down
tech demo.
stairs. It goes up and down stairs, y'all.
Yeah, dude, I thought it was cool. I thought that was I don't know. I mean,
Oh, no,
It's cool.
definitely
It's great. Just don't like chase me and murder me, please.
It's just like,
I mean,
the
man,
thing is,
I applied that philosophy to the fucking Roomba too. Please don't chase me and murder me. They
I don't
could.
think cats or dogs agree with you because they love those things.
Yeah,
like,
true.
no doubt this is cool, but like I haven't seen a robot do something like this before, and this is what Boston Dynamics does. It's like they've been like pushing the boundaries of like what we think a robot.
Man,
do.
some of the other shit,
And,
like this isn't that disturbing to me compared to some of the other shit Boston Dynamics puts out. Like, have you
Yeah,
ever
they
seen
put
that
out some creepy
four-legged, the four-legged like cargo carrier that they designed for the
Yes.
army?
Oh yeah.
That gave
was
me the ultimate case of the
And
heebie-jeebies.
that's my point. Is like Boston Dynamics is way more creepy than any of the stupid like whimsical Japanese shit you've seen.
I don't
Right,
know,
leaps
man. No. The Japanese like pseudo-real women that they have.
That's
some-
creepy in a different way. That's not
Yeah,
creepy.
yeah.
In a, it's gonna kill me. That's creepy in a like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, the uncanny valley.
Okay, guys. You know what? So we're scared of robots. That's the summary. I think it's time to transition into our final segment of the night.
Oh shit, Eric, you intro this.
A segment that's a little close to my heart. So we're gonna just I think most of the episode we've been dealing in facts, more or less, and now it's time to deal in fiction.
I don't know about fiction.
Rumors.
Are you gonna define rumors again? How does a section?
I'm not gonna do that again. That didn't work last time.
Okay. Well, you have to do the intro. Like, come up with an intro. Go.
That's a bad idea. Okay, yeah. So here's the intro. Here we're all like behind like a creaky wooden door. Like open the wooden door. Exactly. Like descend down the secret staircase.
Dan is sitting in the corner, smeared in blood. Eric has no facial skin.
I'm just missing.
And
the
I have
skin.
3 legs and 5 arms.
And all 3 of us are ready to trade some rumors with you in the rumor mill. Don't even ask about our physical ailments. We don't want to talk
Go
about them.
behind you. That's what Eric said last time, and I really
Yes.
liked it.
You know what?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, let's keep that. Let's keep that going.
Close the door behind you is good.
Okay.
Close
okay.
the door behind you.
So
Because
Eric,
we're in the rumor mill now.
We're in the
Eric,
rumor mill.
Eric,
So
what's the
from
first
now
rumor
on-
on the mill?
So from now on, and this is gonna serve a really great dual purpose because I got a text from my roommate before. She was like, "Can you keep it down?" And I was like, "It's Friday night."
Wait. Is this the same roommate that was like throwing a hardcore party the last time we recorded?
Yes.
Indeed. Truly, she is a woman of many stripes.
That's a good way of saying she's loud as fuck.
She has work tomorrow, so in a way, I want to be respectful. But coincidentally, we're in the rumor mill. Okay, so first rumor in the rumor mill. This is the biggest rumor. And Dan, I would like you to join me in on this rumor.
Wait, I thought this was my rumor.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Yo. Hey. Yo. Check this shit out.
Yeah, okay.
So the iPhone, the new iPhone, right? Whatever the fuck they call it. We all know what they're gonna call it. The 8,
The Dave.
7S, the X, the Dave, the Mike, whatever the fuck they want to call it. The iPhone is coming up. So check this shit out.
Okay.
Apparently, according to the Wall Street Journal, that has always leaked accurate things about the iPhone.
Oh, that rag.
There is. Oh, Burke's typing a penis over the iPhone thing in the dock. Look at you.
Don't get distracted.
So iPhone 8, there's gonna be apparently 3 models. 3, count them. 3. There's gonna be the ones we've seen, where it's just standard incremental updates, and then there's gonna be something that people are calling the Pro model.
Peeper.
And this
Peeper.
Pro model is gonna have.
Quiet.
It's gonna have a curved screen, son. It's gonna be curved like Samsung phones, and then
And then it's gonna explode like Samsung phones.
let's hope not, but that would be hilarious. And then, if no one gets hurt, it would be funny. And then they're also going to, on all phones, potentially drop the lightning port.
Holy shit.
What? In favor of USB-C. What? Which would be dope.
I mean, this kind of makes sense. All right, look, I'm gonna be the one to break the circle jerk here and just like come out and say it. Like, we're behind closed doors in a public forum.
You're disrespecting the rumor mill.
Listen, man, the rumor mill can suck on my 5 arms and 3 legs.
I believe the record showed you just had 3 legs. Otherwise, you're normal. but you know, Dan, that's a significant rumor, and if it comes to fruition, I think we'll report about it on Techquila. But let's move on to the next rumor.
No,
After this shot. Fuck.
no, this is the end of the podcast.
No, it's not.
I'm clocking out, man. No, this
it's
is
almost. It's almost the end of the podcast. I have literally 1 line left,
I'm clocking out.
so we're almost done.
Eric, we can do this without Burke. Let's do it real quick and then continue the rumors.
Yeah, you're right.
Rumor shots.
Rumor shots are the best shots.
Okay, go.
3, 2, 1. Rumored tequila.
Okay, so, Eric, I believe it's your turn.
Yeah. I'll bring us home. Okay, so this actually really isn't even a rumor, but like it's just like a thing we know. The Samsung SA got leaked yesterday. And it appears to have no home button, no physical home button, which it looks slick and it looks good, and and it's the end of the podcast. And
How's it going?
Play him off, Patrick.
What did you say?
Wait. I've got one more. I swear to God, there's more to this rumor. Okay, alright. So like, I'm excited for the Samsung S8. This looks pretty good. Got leaked ahead of time. It's coming out in April. Yeah, it's coming out in April. Okay, this last rumor.
Yeah.
It's not even tangentially related to technology at all.
Okay. What
And
is
I'm
it?
just like,
Just go. What is
It's not even. It's like Game of Thrones, right?
Oh
You
my
heard it?
god.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck that show though. What's the rumor?
Yeah. So,
Eric,
the new book, Winds of Winter.
Oh shit. What?
how many times has this come up as a rumor?
Shh.
The first time on this show, Burke, I would advise you whisper, because we're in the rumor mill.
They're gonna hear you. NSA is listening.
I don't want George R.R. Martin to hear me because he might die of old age before he finishes.
Trump's NSA is listening in on us.
That's right. Okay, so the rumor right now is that, and this is the stupidest rumor I've ever seen in my life, is that since he's turning 70 next year, because he's turning 70, George R.R. Martin, the author of Game of Thrones, yeah, he's turning 70 next year, so that must mean he's gonna finish the book. I don't understand this rumor at all, but I'm hoping it's true. And that's the other rumor. I hope it comes out soon.
I hope he
So
comes
let's
out
wrap
soon.
up. Let's wrap up.
Alright, guys.
Oh shit, we're out of the rumor mill.
We're out.
I don't know what happened. What did we do the last 10 minutes?
I
I don't know.
Continuing-
We just
I-
sat
Continuing
here.
this joke every time we do it? I don't
No.
understand.
Every
I-
time.
I-
I just blacked out. What happened?
Every time. I don't know where that segment's going, but it's going somewhere.
Just blacked. It's
All
going
right,
somewhere.
guys.
Okay, on
Well,
that note, thank you to everyone for listening. To catch the latest episodes of
special-
Techquila, you can subscribe to the show on your favorite podcast app. We, being Eric and I, personally suggest Pocket Casts. Great app.
Love Pocket Casts.
Podcast is great. To catch our Facebook Live videos, if you're listening on audio, you're not watching this, go ahead and like us on
he said
Facebook.
as he pointed at the camera.
Go ahead and like us on Facebook. That's facebook.com/TechQuilaCast. For general announcements and commentary, follow us on Twitter. We like to think that we're pretty funny on the Twitters. Our handle is at TechQuilaCast. And if you want to support the show for as little as $1 a month, head over to our Patreon page. We are at patreon.com/TechQuilaCast. The theme song that has been newly introduced this episode is Ride Out by Yeshua. That's spelled YSHWA. Thank you for listening. Peace.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.